Good morning, everybody. Well, we've been talking about it over the last couple of days. Here comes the chilly air working in out of the north and west. In the wake of the front that moved through yesterday, brought a decent rain to much of the area. We picked up about half an inch in the Fort Myers area, widespread half an inch to an inch rain totals yesterday from that front. Now to our south and east, and now the cold air advection begins. You can see how the winds are flowing in the wake of the front. A north-northwest wind. That means we're physically tapping into all this chilly air that's in place off to the north. Atlanta at 39 right now. Jackson, Mississippi at 39 degrees right now. Tallahassee is in the mid-40s. That is the air that's being drawn right down the Florida Peninsula, right to the Gulf Coast here this morning. We're still hanging on to the 60s in Cape. Note the cool air hasn't quite arrived yet in Miami, but it will. Even you on the East Coast are going to get the cooler shot of air to work in here from this strong cold front. We've already cooled down about 10 degrees from where we were 24 hours ago. Yeah, about 10 degrees colder right now across the board, translating to those temperatures currently in the mid to low 60s. Now, we've been chillier than this here this fall. About a week ago, we were down in the upper 50s to start the day. Punta Gorda, 58, your seasonal low so far. Fort Myers, 59. Naples, 61. But this, again, is just the beginnings of the chilly air arriving. Wasn't really with us at sunrise here this morning. As it settles in today, we're going to see numbers much lower than these each of the next really 4 mornings or so. Tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, even Monday, we're talking numbers in the low 50s, a few spots even seeing the 40s. Yeah, all drawn in by that north-northwest wind, 10, 15 miles per hour. So you can add 10 to these numbers to get the gusts we'll be seeing. So this is a factor too. Yeah, it's going to be cool later on today. Plenty of sunshine all day long. We'll get back into the 70s for the most part for high temperatures today. But you factor in this breeze, it's going to be feeling like the 60s all day long. So it's one of those days you probably want to go with the long sleeves throughout the day. As again, we do get to the mid to low 70s. With that steady north breeze, will feel a little bit cooler than that. And once the sun begins to fall in the sky, temperatures, they will fall quickly. By 7 o'clock this evening, we're already rivaling those numbers I showed you, those seasonal lows. We're already seeing some 50s on the board at this point in time. And those numbers keep falling going forward from there. Take a look. By sunrise tomorrow, at least by 6 a.m. tomorrow, we're talking numbers in the mid to low 50s. At 50 LaBelle, 47 degrees into Arcadia on our model here. Early tomorrow morning, Clewiston at 49. I do think our north and inland areas will have the opportunity to dip down into those 40s. And that likely doesn't even end up being the coolest morning of this stretch. Saturday morning, the winds go calm. So that's an even better setup for temperatures to fall. We go to 50. I'm forecasting 49 in the Fort Myers area on Sunday. If we get to 49, would be our first 40 since February. Would be our first November day in the 40s. In November in the Fort Myers area, going back to 2018, and the earliest in the year we've seen the 40s since November of 2014. So sort of a rare cold air event setting in for the next couple of days with those morning lows in the low 50s. We'll start to warm things up as we go into next week. And hey, the afternoons, Southwest Florida, after all, still looking pretty good. Each day we'll at least get back into the 70s for the most part. We'll have a closer look at the cool air settling in across the region here over the next couple of days, coming up for you in just a couple of minutes on More in the Morning at 9. Hope to see you then.